Welcome to this 5-minute history revision video on the Cold War, with today's focus being on the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. So the key facts and features that you need to know about the Soviet invasion is that when the invasion happened, Brezhnev sent 50,000 Soviet troops in to restore order in the country. The reason why this happened was that Brezhnev was concerned about Islamic fundamentalism and wanted to show that there would be no changes to the way that the Soviet Union was run, which is going against the demands of the Mujahideen in Afghanistan at the time. He tried to vindicate his decision by saying that he was complying with the Treaty of Friendship, Cooperation, and Good Neighborliness that former President Taraki had agreed before he was forced from power by Amin. Amin, who had seized power, was shot and replaced by Kemal, who had been in exile in Moscow. He was a communist hardliner and was only propped up in power by the Soviet military after many of the Afghan soldiers had deserted the government forces and had joined the Mujahideen. In terms of how this goes into a question, so the consequences of the Soviet invasion is that it leads to the establishment of the Carter Doctrine. So President Jimmy Carter stated that the US would use military force in order to protect the interests in the Persian Gulf. A second consequence is that it leads to the end of détente, and that's the relations between the two superpowers being at the lowest point since the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. And it also leads to two Olympic boycotts. The first Olympic boycott is the US government pressuring the Olympic Committee to boycott the Olympic Games that were held in Moscow in 1980. And this therefore led to reciprocal action with the Soviet boycott of the 1984 Olympics that was held in Los Angeles. In terms of the narrative account, so a particular question that could come up is to write a narrative account analysing the key events regarding the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. So event A, you can talk about the idea of the cause of the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, which was Amin seizing power from Taraki, which would then lead on to the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan itself. And then the third event is to do with the idea of the Carter Doctrine, which is the idea of the consequence of the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. In terms of the importance question, the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan can be relevant to certainly to these two question stems for international relations and development of the Cold War, and they can be interchangeable. So the importance is that it increases tensions between the superpowers as it led to the Carter Doctrine being established. This shows that Carter takes a firm approach against the Soviet Union and led to the end of détente between the two superpowers, and led to the Olympic boycott in 1980 with reciprocal action from the Soviet Union. Another particular question that could come up is the idea of the future of Afghanistan. So the two key areas for that is that the invasion of Afghanistan lasted for over a decade, with many thousands of Soviet soldiers dying, as well as many members of the Mujahideen. And also there's a high level of control from the Soviet Union in Afghanistan. Thank you for watching this latest video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.